Deng deng deng. Halo, welcome to Gibrandon-X Gaming. Stream lanjutan dari semalam. Kali ini kita akan bermain Genshin Impact Pack. Saatnya mulai eksplorasi gurun. Karena skor masih belum balik, santai aja. Oke, langsung saja klaim balikin dulu. Oke. Ini apa aja? Ya, baca dulu. Kebanyakan. Ayolah. Sebelum misi kita daily dulu. Daily dulu dong. Udah mau jam berapa ini? Udah mau jam 3 soalnya. Belum daily. Kalau nggak daily mampus, reprimo ntar, ya nggak? Please jangan jatuh dulu. Udah amat sih sebenarnya. Bentar ya guys ya, storynya nanti pilih dulu. Udah mau jam 3 soalnya, masih lama sih jam 3 nya. Cuma kalau kelupaannya barabe juga sih, sama aja.
Stabilize. One with nature.
Lu kemana? Alah.
As one with wind and cloud.
Ini satu.
Wind strider.
Gampang hancur intinya, granatnya.
Gather.
Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now.
Udah beres. Ini Neko gampang lah. Untung gak ada yang suruh Mi. Ini apa ini? Voltage charge. Aduh lupa ini yang. Oh ini yang gliding itu ya. Oke. Easy sih. Gampang. Dah kenyang. Tadi habis masak mie jadi streamnya agak lama tadi. Nunggu masak mie dulu tadi. Potong. Oh ini yang transportasi gampang. Nah, maksudnya kan transportasi apa? Yang maling. Yang malingi barang. Mari kita hoarding treasure hoarder. Aku udah ini belum sih? Oh udah ting. Apa namanya? Sumeru yang apa namanya? Aduh. Reputation. Udah. Oke. Aduh dia bakal balik sini ya? Bentar. This is not good. Oh, kelamaan aku mau. Terus yang jutan dulu. Aduh, dia mau jutan.
Take it easy.
Bunuh aja kali orangnya. Orang juga udah ambil dua-duanya. Alasan aku masih di Nazuma karena ini cuy. Yang literatur story club itu loh, itu belum aku. Belum dapat world quest-nya. Atau mau ganti ke ini aja kali ya, ke Sumeru ya. Soalnya kalau ke Sumeru ini siapa tahu kan masih banyak tuh world quest yang belum aku lakuin gitu.
Wind Strider.
Tinggal nunggu. Easy. Yes. Bentar, aku belum ke ini. Belum ke Serena Tipot. Serena Tipot dulu. Nah, kan? Belum. Nah, maksimum kan aku lupa.
This realm.
Deng. Ember. Atau masa Ember aku usir sih? Tapi aku mau naikin level apa Shino ya? Ya, sorry Ember. I guess
If
this is
you ever
goodbye. Deng. Oh, Ember sini ya. Sorry Ember. Companion. Aku nggak tahu saya tes ini di mana ya, tapi ada terus aja. Ada di sini. Tengah saya duduk saja. Jangan. Dia biar mengenjoy pemandangan. Mana ya kayak? Taruh bawah sini kah? Nggak bisa cuy. Nggak bisa taruh bawah sini. Masa di belakangku? Nggak apa sih. Nah sekarang kita klaim dulu.
this realm.
Nah kan. Cek BP dulu, siapa tahu aku belum
If
selesai
you
crafting.
ever
Crafting 10 kali udah belum ya? Crafting 10 kali. Craft. Oh ya, belum. Crafting 10 kali belum.
this realm.
Untung masih Sabtu. Ini Minggu, Deng. Kita BP juga, guys. Push BP. Nanti kalau udah minggu ketiga atau minggu keempat udah beres nih BP-nya. Yang belum pernah dibuat. Oke. Nice. Akuarium. Let's go. Udah 5 belum sih? Oke, udah. Gak tau kacamata gue hilang kemana. Jadi
If
ya
you
gak bisa
ever-
lihat sih. Buang lesin dulu, aku lupa. Iya. Bentar. Belum aku klaim. Ganti Sumeru aja kali ya. Ih.
Add as
Thank
you for
Mayas.
rebooting. Add as
Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Salah. Kita ke tempatnya Kang Nasgo dulu guys. Kita rampokin dulu Serenity Potnya. Mana? Dua aja cukup. Mau misi mau kok apa ya? Aku bingung. Mending Archon Quest dulu atau event dulu ya? Kalau Archon Quest sih bisa menunggu. Oh ini bawaan berarti ya? Sini bisa lagi. Lo cinta ini.
Time to go.
Event dulu aja kali ya. Soalnya event dia nggak bisa diulang lagi kalau udah telat gitu. Jadi ya, kecuali kalau event harian bisa. Cuma pasti story-nya beda lagi gitu. Ah, baru udah lompat.
Where the heck's Razor? Paimon thought he would have been here by now. He had a pretty big day when we last saw him. Do you think he fell asleep when he got back and is still snoozing away now? Fair enough. You're right. Let's keep waiting. Well, since we've got some time on our hands, let's put our heads together and try to figure out that poem. Tone-deaf Bard mentioned some ingredients, but they all sounded super abstract. An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the thousand winds song of good cheer. Do you have any ideas? Eesh, that's even more abstract. How do we go about looking for this wine's character? Where do we start? Huh? Are you saying that it has something to do with Mondstadt's institutions? Wow, that actually makes a surprising amount of any specific ingredients after all. More like the general gist. Now that you mention it, it just so happens that all the institutions you mentioned are organizers of the Vine Laser Fest. Wait, this is way too big of a coincidence. That tone-deaf bard, did he just make all this up on the spot? In that case, the last part about the Thousand Winds Song of Cheer must be code for the toasting ceremony. Oh, now we're cooking! We'll crack your riddle recipe yet, tone-deaf bard! When Razor gets here, let's visit all the places you mentioned and talk to some people we know there. We definitely should be able to find some more clues that way.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
I'm sorry. I'm late.
That's all right. We were just chatting. The Traveler's pretty smart, so thanks to her, we're finally on to something.
Hi. I was on my way. Then I saw Klee.
They let me out for Vine Laser Fest. Albedo is super busy helping Timaeus fix his recipe for an extra strong sobriety potion, so he doesn't have time to come play with me right now. I'm just playing by myself instead. But it's so cool! All the grown-ups in Mondstadt are out to celebrate the festival. Everyone's smiling and having loads of fun. I wanted to join in too, so I made a whole bunch of stuff so I can celebrate with everyone in my very own way.
Very own way? Uh-oh. This does not bode well coming from Klee.
And that's when I bumped into Razor. Razor was acting kind of different than usual, like he was thinking about something. So I asked him what happened. And then Razor said that he was looking for his mommy.
I did not say mommy.
Oh, it's okay, silly. Mommies are important people, so finding your mommy is a super important job. That's why Klee's gonna come help.
Innocent Klee though. Nice.
Razor! Razor!
Ay, Bennett.
Finally, I found you.
Kang hoki kita.
Bennett?
Oh, look who's here. Hey, everyone. Here, this is for you.
A small lampgrass?
Yep, that's right. I tripped up on it this morning and took a little tumble. I did a full faceplant, but somehow this little thing came out completely unscathed. That's when I knew it was destined to go into your wine mix.
Bennett, how did you manage to trip up on a small lamp grass?
Huh. That's true. They do glow after all.
No, I wasn't talking about the glowing. What I meant was they're really big and easy to spot. So I don't get how you didn't see it.
I was just running too fast and got careless, I guess. Okay, I guess maybe I won't tell them about the other faceplants that came after that. Anyway, I've been all over the place trying to find Razor this morning. Everyone I asked told me I just missed him. Good thing I've caught up now. I can finally catch my breath. Thanks.
How did you know I need ingredients?
Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. This lady came to see Master Cyrus, asking for the Adventurer Guild's support with the Vine Laser Fest. She said she was a librarian. Anyway, she mentioned your situation too, and asked if we could help.
Whoa. Lisa is doing some real work for once?
Oh, so that was Lisa? People say she's crazy intelligent, but just doesn't go out much. First time I've ever seen her. I thought long and hard about what ingredients to pick, and came up with a load of suggestions that I was gonna discuss with you. But then I realized that small lampgrass was clearly the best. It shines a light to guide the way for explorers in the dark. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful thing?
Oh, apologies for the trouble.
Ah, don't give me that. I get how you must be feeling about all of this. Besides, you gotta help out your friends, right? If my family, well, my dad's ever needed help one day, I know you'd be there for
Your
me
dads?
too.
If it is one dad, then it's okay. Tapi kalau Tuh, that's jadi keingetan iklan apa namanya? Military US itu. Raised by two moms.
Yes.
Can I help too? Please take me with you, please. I want to join in.
Puish.
Clee's in high spirits today. She seems more excited by this festival than anyone.
Bennett, before now, you never talk about your family.
Well, that's because I never met my parents. I was raised by some of the older adventurers in the guild, so we're not exactly a typical family. But if you do want to hear about them, I can tell you some of my dad's stories. Okay, I'll start with the most awesome one.
Oh, Bennett. You can be Mommy's kid, just like Clee. My mom is super nice. She'll take great care of you.
Huh?
I really appreciate the thought, Clee, but I'm afraid I can't accept your offer. I already have my dad's and all my friends.
My
and
dad's,
let's not
though.
forget that I'm the leader of Benny's adventure team. You don't need to worry about me.
Sus. Sus amogus.
Oh, okay. I got it. Then have this.
Communication.
A jumpy dumpty?
Yeah, it's a lazy, dopey, jumpy dumpty that always dozes and never explodes.
Oh, kirain
I hope you guys
communication.
can be
Ternyata
best friends.
mainan.
Are you sure?
Yep. Jumpy Dumpty will be happy to make a new friend too.
I'm also happy for you.
Good idea! Maybe Clee will bring Bennett some good luck, and the adventure will go smoothly. And you might just find some treasures you'd never noticed before. Of course, it's also highly possible that Clee will be the only one who gets lucky. Still, on the flip side, Clee won't be getting into any trouble with Bennett there, and this way she'll still get to enjoy the Vinelisa Fest.
Cool. Don't worry about a thing. We'll look after each other.
Yay! Adventure, treasure, Vine Laser Fest! Let's go, let's go! Oh, wait, but what about Wolfie?
Wolfie.
Wolfie, Razor needs looking after. Honorary Knight, Paimon, you'd better take care of Razor, okay? Make sure he finds his mommy.
Ekspresinya Razor kayaknya juga sih. Tapi ya sekali lagi innocent Clee lah ya.
Good luck.
See you later, folks.
Fox. Sana. Balik kanan, gerak. Itu balik kanan balik kiri tuh. Balik kiri ya. Pelanggaran. Maju jalan.
Nice to see everyone in such a good mood. Oh, Paimon almost forgot the whole reason we came here. Razor, the Traveler and Paimon were just chatting about the ingredients Venti mentioned in his poem. We think that they're actually a description of the wine's characteristics. Plus, it seems like each of them means something special to one of the 3 big institutions in Mondstadt. So, if we talk to some people we know at each place, maybe we'll find what you're looking for. What's wrong? Something on your mind? Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, these days I think a lot. I am not smart, not like teacher, not like traveler, but I still have to think. Everyone is ready to help, but some things I must do myself. I don't understand human father and mother, but I must find a way to understand. Maybe I can learn about other people's father and mother first, then think about my own father and mother. That's why I want to ask questions.
That's great! Keep at it, and you'll definitely find the answer eventually.
Never knew Bennett is like me. When he talks about dads, his scent changes. Warm, like a bed of straw in the sun.
Yeah, we should head back into the city. Let's find a friendly face at the Church of Favonius. Now, who does Razor know best at the church?
Excuse me? I couldn't help but overhear you're about to head back into the city. Is that right? I'm waiting on a fruit cart from the city, It should be here now, but I'm getting worried that something may have happened on the way. But I can't leave the festival to check up on it. Would you be able to do me a huge favor and keep an eye out for the cart on your way back?
Well, if it's on the way.
Okay, we go. I go too. Everyone helps me. Now I have chance to help everyone.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Gak ada narasi, ya udah bodo amat. Dia dibawa pulang ya? I see. Wah, di situ. 8 hari lagi, guys. Jangan lupa eventnya. Pokoknya Senin depan.
This way.
Oh, Paimon sees the cart, but what are these hilly trills doing here? Do they want some fresh fruit now too? To the rescue!
Pantai. Iya, dapat razor, padahal aku udah punya. Bang. Ini nggak serang kan? Oh, ini nggak ada nyamanya ya? Ya udah, tinggal dulu. Bang, lu kenapa, Bang? Bang. Ini nggak ada nyamanya, Bang. Bang. Ini nggak ada nyamanya, dorong aja nggak apa-apa, dorong aja. Diserang pun nggak bakal hancur nih kan? Aku cuma mau naik sini bisa nggak sih? Oh, Anda main-main sama saya ya? Ntar, aku butuh satu orang kena apply dulu ya. Oh ya, kenapa ini? Nah. Nih. Slebeu 2.
Finally! These hilly trills are a little too obsessed with food for their own good. But never mind that. Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Phew. I'm fine, thanks to you. You were just in time. Any later and all you found here is a pile of pulp. And I don't think there'd be much left of the fruit either. Got it. Well, thanks again. I'd better not delay this delivery any longer. So, goodbye and happy Vine Lace Fest. Thanks to you too, kiddo.
Kiddo.
Enemy following.
Enemy?
Enemy.
I think we're a little closer than that.
Okay.
On some level, you could even say that we're brother and sister.
Rosaria? What the heck are you doing here? Wait. Actually, turning up at random places is pretty normal for you. Okay, next question. What the heck do you mean, brother and sister?
Varka taught you how to use that sword, I take it. Swift but powerful. I can spot that old-timer style anywhere. I see you're not much of a talker. Well, there's something else you could learn from Varka. Never lost for words, even when he has nothing to say. It'd be good conversation practice for you. Just a shame we have no idea when he'll be back.
It's okay. I will wait.
Brother and sister? Varka? Oh, Paimon gets it. Varka is a father figure to both of them, so that makes them family. Just not by blood.
Well, blood relations are overrated anyway, don't you think? Oh, I almost forgot. You have a brother.
Cold, dark grown-up. You also don't remember what your real mother and real father look like?
Huh. So you're helping him dig up some info on his biological parents. And trying to help him build a concept of family along the way.
Alright, you got me. I barely have any memories of my birth parents. The last time I saw them was long before I had any understanding of the world around me. But that seems pretty common. Even in this day and age, there are plenty of people in the world who can't stop thinking about their families, but will never get to see them. Anyway, if you're never gonna meet someone, it's not worth spending mental energy on them. It's more important to focus on the kind of person you want to become.
No, you are wrong about this. Lupical protect each other. Human family also important. Must care about them.
Fine. So let's say you do find out who your parents were and they were saints. Or the opposite, they were complete monsters. What then? How would that affect your life choices? What would you do about it?
Whew, Rosaria's take is a little on the nose. That's a hard one for Razor to answer.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make this any more difficult than it already is. But Razor's feeling lost and confused right now, and all the other Mondstadters we know are too sunny and bright to tell it like it really is. The sun nurtures many good things, but it can't do anything about the problems lurking in the shadows.
Wow, Rosaria.
All right, I'll leave it there. Take this flower. It's icy cold, just like me.
Recipe.
Barbara's busy preparing the sung poetry event for the Weinlese Fest. She couldn't get away, so I picked an ingredient out on behalf of the church.
But can we really use a mist flower? Won't it freeze the entire barrel?
No, not now that I've dealt with it. The bard did say to think freedom, didn't he? So go on, take it. It won't be a problem.
Aw, Rosaria! You're more thoughtful than Paimon realized. Wait! You heard the bard say that? Were you spying on us?
Thank you.
Don't mention it. It's nothing. Varka's been a big help to me in the past, so just consider it returning a favor. Besides, if I'm your older sister, I might as well act like it. Good luck finding your answers.
Now you see her, now you don't. Paimon's slowly getting used to her style. Oh well, as love, tender, and true goes, that was pretty awkward, but still counts, right? Now all that's left is the Knights of Favonius. Razor, are you still thinking about what Rosaria said?
Her words are like mist flower. They are cold, and they sting. But cold also good for wounds, like wolfhook. I need to think about it. Maybe then I will understand. Okay, I will come with you. I think while we walk.
Follow the wind. Cheer!
Buka pintunya. Kita ke HQ dulu. Ayolah, ini dibuka lah. Dibuka lah. Ini dibuka nih. Woi. Buka, aku main lap-lapnya. Lu ngapain? Aku nyalain pintu, lu yang takut. Ngapain aku sini? Aku salah. Aduh, kalau aku harus ke HQ bukan ke library. Ayolah.
Time to go.
Itu kurusin. Tok, tok, tok. Ini nggak tutup, bisa tutup nggak sih pintunya? Oke, jalan-jalan. Buka, buka weh. Ini pintu kuat nggak ya? Nah, sip. Astaga. Lah,
Quake!
Bisa nggak ini tutup begini? Anjay. Lah, hancur langsung rusak loh. Ini pintu lebih kuat daripada dildonya, Zong.
Crumble!
Lah. Buka pintu, buka pintu. Nah, ini ada dildonya kan? Masih ada. Lah. Lah. Cleaning service, Bang. Bersihin pintu atas pintu dulu ya, guys ya. Cleaning service dulu. Bersihin dulu. Ini kotor ini. Bagian langit-langit pintunya kotor ini. Bentar.
Quake!
Kata-kata nggak bisa. Oh no. Internetnya cuy. Koneksi sangat bagus. Oke, aman lah ya.
Wind Strider!
Bersih dulu. Pakai kepala Kazuha.
So you see, you're the best person for this.
Oh, just in time. Lisa and I were just talking about Razor's situation.
Aduh, coba kalau Razor nyangkut ya.
Where were we? Ah, yes. The barrel.
But obviously the knight's part is supposed to be a defender's will. But what kind of ingredient is a barrel?
Udah nyerah ini. Udah nyerah.
Oh, Paimon, don't worry. You'll get your ingredient. I've already tasked someone with sorting it out. The person is very conscientious and wants to properly research their contribution, so it may take some time, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. As for the barrel, how else were you planning on mixing all the ingredients? Surely not in the giant cooking pot at Dada Upa Gorge. After much deliberation, I realized this was a job for the most sociable and savviest member in our ranks, the cavalry captain. So I asked him to take a trip to the Dawn Winery and somehow bring back a wine barrel.
All right, spare me the flattery, Lisa. We're all friends here, and I know you're only trying to help your student. But I haven't been back there in a long time. This could be quite difficult to accomplish in just a single trip.
Difficult? For you? Don't be silly. Negotiating is your biggest strength. Vinelancer Fest is one of the most important festivals in Mondstadt, and you know how Diluc thinks better than anyone. Just drop a few little hints, like how this is the first festival Mondstadt has had in a long time. We're short on much-needed supplies for a multitude of reasons. Oh, who can help us? When he hears that, I guarantee you he'll offer to help out with finances and sourcing goods.
Lisa's literally trying to extort Master Diluc.
Aku ngamuk, aku ngamuk, gua ngamuk, gua nggak bener, nggak denger, gua ngamuk, nggak mau denger, nggak denger gua.
I suppose. All right, I'll head out right away.
Wow, he didn't take much persuading. And Paimon was just about to thank Lisa for the things she's been doing for Razor behind the scenes. Oh, Paimon doesn't even know whose side to be on anymore.
Traveler and teacher did a lot for me. A lot of work. But me, I still can't answer questions. So useless.
Dear me, what's gotten you so upset, my little wolf cub? We can't have you being so down in the dumps. Ah, I see. Cutie, how about you keep Kaya company while I stay here and help Razor process his feelings? As his teacher, I owe him some tutelage anyway. Come and collect him in a few days' time. The last ingredient should be ready by then as well.
Splendid. I was just thinking about how nice it would be to have some company on my trip.
I don't know what is right, but I trust teacher. I accept.
Run along now, and don't forget to tell Diluc that the Knights of Favonius send our regards.
My heart feels like rotten berries, so sour. I don't understand what I should do.
Oh, all right. I'll teach you a very special magic trick that can make all your troubles disappear in the blink of an eye. But before we do that, let's warm up with something a little bit easier, Let's practice some talking. That way, the next time somebody helps you, or you have a different opinion from the rest of the group, you'll be able to express what you think clearly and precisely.
Okay. I will do my best.
Oh, tahun lain nanti ya, gampang lah. Nah, saya teleport agak jauh gitu, malesnya itu. Lah, bikin teleport satu di winernya lah. Winery lah. Winer. I got a winer. Tahun winery. Tahun winery.
You're fond of a good drink, aren't you? Vine Laserfest must be right up your alley. Kaya?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere. What was your question?
Never mind. Nothing that important.
Crumble!
Hi there, Master D-Luke.
Oh, I was just wondering who'd be coming all the way out here during the Vine Laserfest. So, it's you two. And you, too.
And you.
So cold. Almost enough to make me feel unwelcome here, Master D-Luke. Don't forget that this is my home, too. I'm fairly certain that taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Please get to the point.
The point is one that you've already raised yourself. The Vine Laserfest. To celebrate this long-awaited festival, the Acting Grand Master has been coordinating with both the Church and the Adventurers Guild to host a series of events. Unfortunately, given the financial situation of the Knights of Favonius, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
And the Knights of Favonius's woes have what exactly to do with me?
Hey, no need to be so cruel. Even I'm not going to take that. Everyone's just doing the best they can for Mondstadt. Now, I can't remember the last time I tasted Dawn Winery's Vine Laserfest special. And I'm sure the Mondstadt populace would echo this sentiment. Are you going to deny others the opportunity to drink to their heart's content just because you don't like to drink yourself?
Check it out. Kaya's not so subtly asking for freebies. He's actually doing it.
Anyway, speaking of the Knights, everyone dearly hopes that you'll rejoin our ranks again one day. Then we'll be one big happy family again. If we were able to enjoy the sterling reputation of Master D-Luke, I'm sure people would be queuing for our charity booth all the way to Falcon Coast.
Give that silver tongue of yours a rest. You might need it to maintain public order at the festival. Duly noted on the financial issues you raised. I'll have Elzer follow up with Hertha in more detail. And I just so happen to have a batch of wine that I can offer as a token of appreciation to everyone that has been working so hard for the festival. Shall I address it to you personally?
That would be an absurd request, even for me. The words, with compliments from the Dawn Winery, ought never be preceded by, to the cavalry captain. Is that not the unwritten rule?
You're better informed than I thought. In that case, I will leave this with Adelind and keep everything anonymous.
I really can't thank you enough.
Master D-Luke is so generous. That's all Paimon needs to get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Which is just as well since she won't be allowed to drink a drop.
Huh. Are you two here regarding the Vine Laserfest too?
Barrel Razor? Barrel Razor?
Poor Razor. He grew up so fast, and he's still looking for his father. Master Diluc, we really ought to lend him a hand.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It might make more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
It's okay. I understand. We have a spare barrel in the winery. It's a little old, but it's been specially treated for durability. You could leave it next to a flaming flower all day and there wouldn't be a scratch. I think that one should satisfy your needs.
Sounds great! We'll take it! When can we come fetch it?
No need. I'll have someone deliver it to the festival market. Just collect it from the Angel's Share stand.
Aw, you always make things so nice and easy for us, Master Diluc. Thanks a lot. Razor will really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Helping each other is what friends do.
Wonderful. Always eager to help, and never forgets to return a favor. That's the Master Diluc I know.
Oh, it's nearly dinner time. Would you care to stay for a meal?
How time flies. I'll be on my way then.
How did you put it? Ah, yes. Taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Tibet. Now that even Master Diluc has made an offer, are you quite sure you won't stay for a meal after coming all this way, Master Kaya?
I couldn't possibly, Adeland. I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Oh, don't say that. How often do I get a chance to indulge my dear Master Kaya, Tea for the cavalry captain when you visit in an official capacity doesn't count. I only get to spoil you if you let me cook for you.
Well then, what happened to your swagger? Lost for words?
Diluc, you...
Surely you wouldn't dream of disappointing Adeland.
All right, then. I'll take you up on the offer. Adeland, one more set of cutlery, please, if you'd be so kind.
Ooh, Paimon's so full. Adeline's cooking's amazing. Everything looked and tasted so beautiful.
Glad you liked it. You're welcome to join again anytime.
Oh? Then I may have to tag along on the Traveler's adventures more often in the future.
Ugh, Kaya's back to his usual ways.
All right, now that our task is complete and our bellies are full, it's time for me to get back to work.
Take care, Master Kaya. Have a safe trip back.
We should get going as well. Lisa's taking care of Razor, but the Vinelaser Fest can't do without us. See you next time, Master Diluc.
Indeed. Goodbye. Family, huh? Don't mind me. You should probably head back and get some rest. I'm not the most familiar with Razor, but you can contact me if you ever need help.
It's been a long time since I saw Masters Diluc and Kaya sharing a meal together. The atmosphere was not something that a maid of my lowly stature should be commenting on. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope to see you again soon.
Tar tadi Diluc gimana? Coba lihat. Zoom in.
Family, huh? Don't mind me. You should probably head back and get some rest. I'm not the most familiar with Razor, but you can contact me if you ever need help.
Oh, kan dia senyum gitu. Kalau dia space dia kayak senyum gitu. Oke. Ternyata gini kah? Completely down the shop once, maksudnya? Oh ini ya. Ya. Sini. Mati kau. Customer shop. Tendanya warna apa sih? Merah semua cuy. Kita harus berbeda. Sesuaikan dengan warna anime Archon. Starfall fruits apa nih? Menu buckwheat bunga. Menu kayaknya nggak terlalu apa sih, soalnya cuma 3 doang isinya. Oke, ini adalah roti aja lah biar banyak. Ini apa ini isinya ya? Oh, ini luar. Tapi ini meja nggak ada kursi sayangnya. Kalau ini doang kurang. Oh, ini ya lumayan sih tabirnya. Ornamen. Kayaknya ini deh. Ini kayak terlalu gimana, nutupin banget nih. Kalau ini cuy. Tapi jual roti sih sesuai sih. Daging di sini. Bel. Nah, harusnya begitu sekarang. Cuma gitu doang coy. Bentar, 600 ya, 600 kita klaim. Kita naikin dulu refinement-nya. Nggak tahu ini tak kasih Saino aja. Mana nih? BBB. Saino. Refine. Red. Ini apa ya? Oh, ini quest ya. Suruh nunggu dulu tapi. Lah. Oh, deket sini. Mau nyoba battle? Yang penempatnya Bennett kurang satu lagi sih. Challenge-nya. Yang ambush sudah, yang itu udah. Tapi ambush ngapain? Tapi ya bagus sih. Maksudnya ada wind core-nya lah, aku suka tuh.
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent. And I can sleep undisturbed.
Udah berapa lama ya ke sini ya? Soalnya kan aku terakhir kali kesini tuh kalau ada daily quest, daily commission yang di sini di Dragon Spine. Udah lama banget nggak kesini. Aduh sakit. Bentar, pelan ya.
Into the wind.
Nggak kena. Aneh lah, aku di atas tapi masih kena bawah.
Things are about to get dicey.
Jadi rame-rame sih. Bagus, ada listriknya kan. Oh, bisa sampai hutan cuy. Challenge saya itu. Apa hutan? Challenge sini.
Wind strike.
Apa ini? Ayo. Hilang loh. Bukannya turun malah hilang. Malah makan ya.
Gotcha.
Disiram dulu. Bret. Wind current ada wind current. Nice. Kalian. Mana? Aduh. Terakhir tuh sering kesini pas event albedo itu pokoknya 2.4 atau 2.3 itu. 2.3.
Follow the wind.
2.4 tuh lantern ride. Ganggu. Oh, ini bisa nyerang atas kita itu. Your mom. Ada lagi kah? Oh, ada. Bagus. Aku belum pasang. Maksudnya belum wet. Kalau wet bahaya.
Adorn my night. One with nature.
Yang tahu juga percuma coy.
Quietly.
Into the wind.
Sambil nunggu lah.
Time to go.
Ambil dulu.
Gather. Busted. One with nature.
Lah. Bakar.
The wind knows me.
Nggak bakar cuy. Bisa mati karena shield full ini. Bakar ya. Tanpa hutang challenge sih. Tanpa hutang.
Wind strike.
Dingin aku. Keburu selebel aku cuy. Keburu selebel. Wah, lawannya kayak gini loh. Ingatnya.
Solidify.
Minggir.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Nyapi kan?
Stabilize.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
This is order.
Pakai ini. Aduh, pakai hutang. Aku tidak biasa pakai. Kalau biasanya buat lawan elektro pakai pyro aku. Ya harusnya ayah Dina sih. Cuma aku nggak kepikiran sih kalau aku pakai hutang. Ya sudah deh. Berarti challenge 2 lah ya. Habis aku butuh cepet deh. Kasihan para penonton. Sebaliknya tidur apa sih soket bang? Lu ngapain nonton cerai istri buah? Anda juga tidur bang? Saya jenderal, oke. Anda juga tidur pak? Pak tidur pak? Jangan lupa sedo. Sedo. Bukan sare tapi sedo ya guys.
Follow the wind.
Jangan lupa sedo. Mati maksudnya. Sokes.
Solidify.
As one with wind and cloud. Things are about to get messy.
Biar cepet lah. Aduh. Nggak tahu damage-nya cuy. Itu, ya kena dingin tadi ya. Aduh. Ini beneran kita ambil tau belum jamnya. Ada bangnya.
Stabilize.
Ini aku vaporation ya. Berat, gak mati. Oh, udah mati. BT tolong pecahin dong, aduh. Kedinginan cuy. Oke. Berat nyeng. Berat nyeng. Berat nyeng. Jebret. Lam. Emang ini? Belum. Kan ini coy. Kan tempatnya coy. Ya ampun. Pret. Coba.
Follow the wind.
Di sana coy. Lawan apa? Rune Creator. Satu doang lawannya. Oh bos, ini bosnya. Terakhir.
Game's up. Falling leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Satu ulti gue udah dilek anjing. Oke, aman. Bakar. Lu ngapain di sini cuy? Woi, rame-rame aja. Mumpung ada rune gratis sini nih. Bisa bangkitin enggak? Wah, nggak bisa bangkit cuy ini cuy. Bangkit. Oke, lo taunya. Gimana tadi caranya? Stuck. Bagus loh. Shadow is real, iyalah. Lucu anjir. Bisa begini. Aduh. Dari sini sih enaknya. Nah. Ya, turun lagi dong. Oh, eventnya udah selesai ya berarti ya. Klaim dulu. Bennett selesai. Paimon kurang shopnya doang. Ini udah. Lasernya belum. Ini kapan ya? Aduh. Ini kali ya. Down Winery. Ini udah. Oh, berarti ini yang babinya lagi, berarti quest lagi. Oke. Makata. Ambil dulu. Sip. Ini mah nggak bisa ngomong kan? Nggak bisa ngomong. Skip. Jangan pakai auto clicker, nanti di ban. Kata orang loh ya. Ya, aku udah tahu. Mati kau. Nggak boleh ketahuan toh? Kamu baru tahu ya? Oh. Walah. Emang bisa sembunyi dalam sini? Emang apa kok lu? Lah. Oh. Bentar kan. Salah cuy. Salah arah. Walah. Emang bisa. Oh, berarti sembunyinya harus kayak gini cuy. Kamu mau ke sini? Ketangkap. Biasa. Oh, berarti lu bisa sembunyi di sini, baru tahu ya? Oh, bisa gitu. Iyalah, nggak tahu lah, Anda nggak boleh tahu. Tak kasih lagi. Itu baru level 80 maksudnya gimana cok itu cok? Anjir lah. TV pigeon tuh. Ya, sama lu nggak lihat gua nggak apa-apa aman. Sini. Ke Assassin's Creed cuy. Assassin's Creed guys. Assassin's Creed Impact cuy. Assassin's Creed Impact. Bang, top up terpercaya Genshin Impact di mana ya, Bang? Oh ya, jelas di itemku. Anjir. Anti minus cup guys. Aduh, ini burung datang di sini. Sampai nggak ya? Itu bebeknya juga. Ya kalau nyampe. Ayo sini. Nah, investigasi terus. Kosong. Mana cuy lagi? Cuy lagi mana cuy? Walah itu toh, ya Allah ya. Ih, apa itu? Ya kalau nyampe. Tamat. Kita sudah mengasasinate semua binatang di sini. Ngapain terakhir? Gila ya ini emang eventnya. Aku baru tahu ya, tapi bagus sih. Oke, quest selanjutnya di mana? Quest selanjutnya di Astagfirullahaladzim. Jangan bilang ini suruh bantai ini apa ice bor.
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
Jangan bilang dah. Ini 2 orang NPC santai-santai aja nih. Ya cepet. Ya cepet ayo cepet. Iya segs. Iya. Giant snowboard bener kan? Berarti emang bener ini berantem ini. Astagfirullahaladzim. Masa gitu? Apaan nih? Aku cuma doang nih. Butuh lagi, yang butuh buff lagi. Ayo, EW saya. Tabrak. Aku pencet E. E lagi. E lagi. Lari. Oh, di sini ya. Hunter shield will appear. Ya, kena. Stop itu. Ya. Aduh, lu bikin gua masuk kan? Nah. Easy. Tapi ngeselin juga sih kalau gitu. Salah. Klaim dulu. Kurang 10 lagi dong. Kita sekalian lah. Manage sampai sebelum. Yuk. Aduh, ngalang kita ini. Ini teleportnya ketutupan banyak banget. Nyambi sare lek. Oke, selamat tidur. Sampai jumpa di kehidupan selanjutnya. Oh, maksudnya aku tuh. Turu. Mas nomor 1. Gitu doang. Pecah quality. Terus gimana nih? Gitu doang. Lah. Ya udah gini doang kan? Apa ini emergency? Hah? Ini suka lihat tuh gimana caranya sih? Apa nih? Efisiensi. Lah, bablasan cuy. Sumpah cuy. Kelebihan cuy. Coba cuy. Sumpahnya caranya gimana cuy? Oh, ganti. Efisiensi. Duh, ribet banget. kelebihan nih, malah bagus nih. Minta kelebihan cuy, berarti harus kurangin berarti. Ya nggak cukup dong. Nggak usah apa nih produk quality ya. Sampai second berapa sih? 10 ya? Unexpected situation. Oh alah. Oh ya paham. Feedbacknya aja belum ada loh. Ini udah kelebihan nih. Holos titik. Suka lihat idin akui. Nice, oke. Efisiensi aja kalian dibanyakin ya. Survei sumber sensor deh. Bernhard, oke. Bentar ya guys ya. Genshin. Bentar ya guys ya. Aku nggak tahu, nggak memperhatikan karena dia nggak ngomong. Jadi aku skip aja. Bentar ya guys ya, buka wiki dulu ya. Jawabannya apa sih jawabannya cuy? Ayolah. If a non-alcoholic, oke. Langsung ketemu, oke. Ayolah, jawabannya apa cuy? Ayolah, jawabannya apa? Jawabannya apa cuy? Coba cuy. Jawabannya apa cuy? Aduh, ini apa dah ini? Suddenly shows. Nah ini, bisa nggak ini? Apa sih jawabannya cuy? Kalau nggak ada ya udah. Sumpah, ini jawabannya apa dah? I need answers. Come on. Ya sudah, jawab aja seadanya ya. Setelah aku tahu jawabannya cuy, tapi ngapa juga pilihannya kayak gitu, kayak aku bingung gitu. Service. Inilah harus maksimal. Bisa 80.000 ya, bisa. Camplit. Modalnya bayakin aja, gak apa-apa. Who could be? Oh, gak bisa. Oh no, kenapa aku pakai itu anjir? Pita quality. Nah, ini bisa. Dah, pas. Tanpa modal cuy. Ayo bisa ya, 2 kali sebenarnya cukup sih. Aduh, kurang satu lagi. Tuh, nanti pas 10 aja kita pakainya. Hah? Kosan siapa lagi anjir? Ini gak terprogram. Ya. Ayo cepet tuh. Udah sampai. Udah kah? 89.000 cuy, gila. Dapat semuanya. Maksimalin cuy. Apa campur cuy? kebanyakan sini ya nggak? Kurangnya jauh gitu. Ini siapa deh Mojin? Oh ini temen lagi siapa? Halus titik Velvis ya udah. Terakhir. Oh ini masih cycle 9 kok, astaga. Ya cooldown lagi dong. Ribu guys.
Honorary Knight, Paimon! Good news! We have some new helpers.
Oh aku tuh ngunjungi tab feedback supportnya analnya HP. Ya tab feedback gitulah.
These two store owners heard about our charity sale. They want to donate their earnings and join us.
What? A donation? Are you sure?
Absolutely. Each extra donation means one extra person getting the help they need. Both Pauline and I think that's more important than us making more money than we technically need.
This year's Vine Laser Fest is busier than previous years, so we met our target earnings more quickly than we expected. That's enough for us. It doesn't seem right to leave the important task of caring for our most vulnerable to you alone. We just want to help however we can. Please, it's the least we can do.
Yeah. Aw, this is the warmest, fuzziest feeling ever. But this does mean we'll have to change the name of our shop. How about Favonian Goodies and Buddies? Alright, let's give this all we've got and make this a charity event to remember! Over here for snacks, fresh flowers, and general goods. Folks, grab bargains at Favonian Goodies and Buddies.
Albedo.
Huh? Hey, look, it's Albedo!
Hello there.
It's been a while.
Looking to buy anything in particular, Albedo?
I'm not in dire need of anything right now. I just heard that you were running the Knights of Avonia stall and thought I'd come over. As it happens, Timaeus and I made some progress in our research recently, so I took the opportunity to bring you a batch of our finished product. Consider it our contribution to the charity effort.
Aw, so you came all the way here just to help us out? That's so nice of you! Let's take a look here. We've got bottles of... Wait, what is this stuff?
It's an extra strong sobriety potion that can sober up the intoxicated and alleviate hangovers. Please, hand them out for free to anyone who needs them. Having some complimentary items will undoubtedly help you attract more customers.
Sounds like a super useful invention. It must have taken you ages.
Oh? It must have been a while since I demonstrated my capabilities to you. I most likely wouldn't have had any interest in research like this in the past. But now, I think that it's worthwhile using alchemy to make people's lives easier in small ways like this.
Definitely. Well, Paimon assumes so, because Paimon's never been drunk before, but plenty of our customers probably have been. It would definitely ruin the mood if someone fell into the lake or tripped over a rock after having one too many glasses of festive cheer. Yeah, Albedo, you should take some snacks back with you and share them with Klee. It's on the house.
All right, then. I shan't refuse. I had no idea you two had such keen business sense. It's a savvy choice of location for selling snacks. There's a festive mood all around, and the division of labor is eminently sensible. If any other Knight of Favonians were running the show, it would be a much more, generic operation.
Wow, getting complimented by Albedo is an amazing feeling. This must be how it feels to drink an extra strong sobriety potion when you wake up with a groggy head. Anyway, it sounds like you know quite a lot about running a charity sale yourself, Albedo.
Well, I provided a dozen or so landscape paintings for a previous charity event, also run by the Knights of Avonius.
They must have been worth a fortune.
Well, the people buying them certainly thought so. Some felt that my painting style was a rare one worth investing in, and offered a large sum of money for each work. This, plus the sizable profits made from auctioning some of my still life paintings, seemed to give Alice an idea. She used her personal connections to apply for some sort of certification for my artwork. I believe they call it copyright?
Copyright strike, bro. Copyright claim YouTube. Turu dulu lek. See you in the noon evening. Gas. Bye-bye Kang Nasgor. Jangan lupa turu. Karena turu adalah ibadah. Dia lagi pergi, lagi homesick. Sorry. Dia lagi homesick. Jadi dia pulang lah.
Later, many artists began to imitate my landscape paintings, and they became a common sight throughout Mondstadt.
Aduh. Aduh. Oke. Teye. Nah, balas dulu.
According to the rules of the copyright that Alice applied for, the artists need to pay me a portion of their revenue for each landscape painting of this style that they sell. Wealth was never one of my goals. I don't care where the money goes, so I entrusted it to the Knights of Avonius and let them manage it. I suppose it would be fitting to use it to pay for the destruction that Alice has created. But from what I hear, they use it all on charitable initiatives, which is also a noble cause.
You never cease to amaze, Albedo.
Though it was hardly my original intention, I have come to embrace my unexpected philanthropic achievements. Thank you.
Hey.
Well then, I will be returning to the workshop. I wish you and the shop all the best.
Thanks for your contribution.
Nafasnya
and good luck with
koi
your
loh.
research.
Si pengisi suara albedo Inggris loh. Sampai kedengeran. Gitu. Tapi emang enggak. Udah kayak orang asma aja tapi emang kayak gini sih. Namanya juga mau gimana lagi lah ya, orang butuh napas. Kecuali kalau si koi ya paling nggak harus punya sih. Kalau bisa punya ini tapi nggak harus lah ya. Punya penutup buat mic jadi biar suara itu nggak kedengeran. Ya kebetulan micku cuma gini doang sebatas batang jadi ya. Good to know lah. Seenggaknya aku ngasih tahu ke kalian gitu lah. Kalau misalnya aku punya budget lah buat upgrade bisa lah ini nanti di upgrade. Tinggal beli aja tuh gantungan yang apa tuh yang buat di meja ini loh. Taruh di meja sini, ditanam di sini, taruh sini, pasang sini, biar tapi jangan sampai tutup yang lain, paling taruh sini gitu kan ya. Taruh sini, terus bagian sini kasih yang apa barrier itu, apa aku lupa namanya. Ya itu pokoknya buat ini nahan suara napas itu, nahan udaranya itu. Jadi ya kayak gitu. Kalau mau nggak ada suara, aku harus dari jauh sini ngomongnya. Cuma takutnya ntar nggak kedengeran gitu. Jadi ya begitulah. Nggak apa-apa lah. Good to know, man. Good to know.
Come again when you're free.
Oh, jadi itu masing-masing punya satu. Astagfirullahaladzim. Makanya. Udah lebih kan? Coba diri dong sih. Terus cara dapetin crownnya di mana? Apakah harus namatin story-nya? Enggak, crownnya tuh dapat dari mana crownnya? Aku penasaran deh. Ini crownnya dapat dari mana crownnya cuy? Sumpah aku bingung. Dapatnya di mana gitu? Nyelesain questnya kah? Bisa sih sebenarnya. Pasang ini udah, keli udah, ini pakai yang bikin aku stres juga udah semua. Colorsnya udah aku tusuk gitu lah ya. Apa nih? Jadi harta karun tadi. Woi. Ini harta karun. Taruh mana? Mana sih? Kata harta karun.
Time to go.
Mana sih nih? Kli, bagaimana Kli? Ini loh, di atasnya gue tusuk ada harta karun. Di mana ngambilnya? Nah di sini kan? Mana harta karunnya? Ini cuma setengah doang. Ya nggak tau lah. Udah kita bantu dulu. Jam berapa? Udah mau jamnya loh. Aku belum buang 150 resin coy. Aduh. Sudah dah. Tinggal setengah menit lagi, setengah jam lagi. Setengah menit ya, astagfirullah. Sepertinya ini nggak bakal bisa, ya full lah nggak bisa. Yang pertama ini nggak selesai. Yang kedua ini nggak bakal bisa selesai juga, ini karena udah minggu kan ya. Ya mau gimana lagi guys ya. Tapi karena event ini ngangkat banget cuy, event kayak gini ngangkat. Event ini ngangkat banget. Iya udahlah. Nunggu reset kah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oke, daily reset.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Ya udah apa-apa.
This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Ini yang ketutupan nggak ya? UID-nya aman sih harusnya. Coba dulu. Oke aman. Ulang tahunnya Shinshu. Kapan sih nih? Tanggal 9. Berarti baru tadi jam 23 berarti. Maksudnya kemarin. Hari ini maksudnya. Stuck. Jangan diklaim dulu Primonya, aku mau bikin konten ASMR Primo game sebanyak ini belum aku klaim ya guys ya. Cek dulu. Ayolah jangan like dulu lah. Apa nih? After the version update. Oh ini main tadi. Path of Gleaming Jade. Nah ini yang dibutuhnya ini nih. Jangan lupa nih. Ini berapa hari? 21 nggak ding. Berapa ini? 17 hari. Oh masih bisa lah ya. 7 hari doang soalnya. Tanggal berapa? 14. Oke. Karena kan tanggal 9 kan ya. Sekarang tanggal 9. Itu artinya 5 hari lagi. Minggu kan ya. Senin, Selasa, Rabu, Kamis, Jumat. Oh berarti Jumat besok. Oh ini mah udah. Ini udah. Ya akun iki lagi astagfirullah. Oh ini besok. Astagfirullahaladzim. Kenapa ya akun iki? Oh ini udah. Nah ini lo cara dapetin ini di mana sih crownnya? Dia nggak tahu dah. Wish. Oke. Aman lah ya. Oke saatnya kita bisnis lagi, bodo amat. Cycle 1 oke. Wih pelit banget dah. Naikin lah. Ikut Terima. Oh gini. Oh iya. Harus tiga-tiganya nih berarti. Astaga. Habisin sih materialnya cuy, nggak beruang banyak cuy. Tapi jangan mepet-mepet juga cuy. Oh, udah mentok ya. Jelas dong. Tapi siapa juga yang mau beli kayak gini nih? Siapa juga aja? Aku cuma ngasal-ngasal doang, jadi bisa sampai juta lebih loh kalau mau. Ting, ting, ting. Coba ya. Kling, kling. Beberapa lagi, oke. Nanti satu-satu ya masing-masing ya. Ini mah udah naik, cok. Ini masih di bawah, cuy. Parah lu. Belum kling gitu. Mentok lagi. Kapan bukanya ini ya? Atau mau pakai dulu? Nggak bisa pakai semuanya kah? Oh, ada protokol aja pakai semua sih. Oh, nggak bisa. Oh, ya. Jangan ini. Masih aman sih sebenarnya. Cuma maksimal aja modalnya gitu. Nah, 100 akhirnya bisa dipakai. Sogi dia nggak pantau. Despacito. Lah nggak bisa langsung dua-duanya tuh, astaga. Decrease ya, semuanya aja. All product business and wholesale. Yalah, jebret. Lah. Mau siapa lagi orangnya? Aneh mau Karena nanti gimana ya? Fire to the shipment. Aduh. How about using aneh mau Karena? Aneh mau Karena tuh aman gak sih? Tapi kayaknya juga gak susah sih nyarinya, ya nggak? Nah ini aja, film ini aja. Nah kan kalau pakai anemograna kan angin coy, nanti nyebar, takutnya gitu. Bizarre Cleaner. The General Goods Shop. Business Efficiency for Shop. Full cycle. Gimana? General Good Shop, Business Efficiency, and Power Shop, Holistic. Aduh, General Good berarti efisiensi. Stringent, apa itu? Stringent. Ketat. Oh, susah berarti lah ya. Oh, ini ngeri. Ribu cuy, gila cuy. Aman tuh mati feedbacknya ya. Seperti kata Kang Nasko tadi. Ya kan di awal-awal emang belum sih. Kayak emergency lah ya. Inspiration lah, iyalah. Jangan bilangnya jawabannya atas semua cuy. Dapat ini. Business efficiency. Oh, ini belum habis sih modelnya cuy, habisin semua cuy. Karena efisiensi ini nggak ada apa-apanya lah ya. Ya aman. Maksudnya ini produk quality sih. Ya nggak. Malah enak itu sih kalau mau cari uang banyak. ID pasti ini, ya kan ada lagi. Harus kan pakai refund juga ya? Foto quality. Biar kepake cuy duitnya cuy. Ini efisiensi, ini produk, terus ini customer service. Enak sih sebenarnya holistic service-nya kalau naikin gitu. Udah bisa semua kan? Yang penting pakai feedback semua cuy biar dapat banyak cuy. Kalau di bawah berapa? Yang kantor mungkin sebanyak 40.000. Oh, maksudku. Kenapa dari tiga pakai ini anjing maksud? Kenapa nggak pakai yang intimate capital return? Nah, ya. Ya sudah ya guys ya, ente lah. General good apa? General good business efficiency lah ya, benar efisiensi. Pasti yang ini lah ya. Nggak kepikiran coy. Kenapa nyambil efisiensi aja kali ya? Harus sedikit service ya. Udah deh. Ini mah nggak usah diapain sih ya. Banyak itu cuy. Udah 19 cuy, ini gimana cuy? Cukup gak ya? Harusnya dia ambil 40.000 tadi kok. Ya sudah deh. Emergency. Coba ada semua tuh. Yang alat. Ini cuy. Ini dong. Atau dia feedbacknya ngasal aja tempatnya. 650.000 cok, ini udah 700.000 cok. Ayo. Polin, udah, itu sih tema. Berarti manggil sih. Oh bisa, udah lebih. Yo, kita kasih manggil lagi. Cycle terakhir ya. Masih bisa lagi. Ini mah udah cuy, ini kebanyakan cuy, sumpah cuy, nggak bisa ngapain lagi cuy. Udah belum semua kan? Atuh, 1 juta. Ya. Ya, 1 kali lagi dong berarti. Oh, bisa terus toh? Ya udah. Ada yang kurang gitu loh. Walah. 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 Jadi kerannya dapat dari sini ya guys ya. Emang kuntul emang Paimonnya. Ternyata dari Paimon sendiri di balik batu. Anjrit ternyata ya guys ya. Aduh, Paimon ternyata lu ya yang nyembuhin ini. Makanya aku cari di mana-mana enggak ada, ternyata di sini. But thank you. 80 primo dan 1 crown of sight. Aku tahu di belakang gua. Ngapain nih? Lu ngapain di belakang gua? Cuy. Wah, Yula.
Yula, Amber, you're here.
Ini quest terakhir sekali lah.
Ah, found you.
Huh? Wait, you came here looking for us?
Of course! Do you have any idea how popular your charity stall is? Everyone's been talking about it. Favonian Goodies and Buddies, run by the honorary knight and their sidekick, selling all kinds of fantastic treasures, and even giving away some wonderful others for free. Don't miss out!
So after all that, Paimon's back to being the sidekick? Still, Paimon's really happy to hear that people are giving good reviews. Anyway, what have you two been up to these days? Did you go off on a trip or something? We haven't seen you around the whole festival.
That's because we're still working.
Huh? You still have to work?
Technically, Amber and I are on a vacation schedule. There are more merchant caravans than usual traveling the route between Dormanport and Mondstadt City during the festival. Extra traffic means extra security is required.
Dormanport kapan cuy? Yang jelas kalau di leak katanya di atas Mondstadt tapi nggak tahu dah.
Because of monsters and bandits and stuff?
Yes. The reconnaissance company is tasked with patrolling this route during the festive period, as well as traveling with the caravans to ensure essential goods are delivered without incident. We have to investigate suspicious locations to eliminate any emerging threats.
That seems like a lot of work. Sounds like you'll be working non-stop around the clock right up until the end of the Vine Lisa Fest.
Of course not. We take shifts. While one team is on duty, another is resting, and a third team is on standby in case of emergencies. These 3 teams rotate periodically.
Eula's such an experienced captain. She arranged everything this way so that the reconnaissance company can meet the intense demand during the festival, while still giving everyone a chance to take some time off. Gotta say, great organizing, Eula.
Yes, all right, Amber. I did my job like I always do. I really don't see what the fuss is all about. Enough, both of you. The festive spirit is turning you into giddy little children.
Anyway, we didn't come here just to chit-chat. I'll let Eula do the honors.
Okay. I need 40 portions of Knight's Special Northern Smoked Chicken, and 40 of Favonia's favorite pile-em-up.
That's such a huge order! What's the occasion? Wait, are the Knights of Favonius having an official feast? How come nobody told us about it?
Nothing quite as glamorous as all that. Captain Eula wants some supplies to reward her team members with.
Correct. Scouts use up an enormous amount of energy in a single day. Each meal, they eat enough to feed... 4 to 5 normal people. Plus, a long-standing member has recently returned to our ranks after a long absence. I thought it would be fitting to celebrate the occasion. Of all the things I could have bought, I thought it would be best to have the money go to you. That way, I can support a charitable cause while I'm at it.
Paimon agrees! You made the right decision, Eula. It's what we business owners call a win-win situation. Also, about this long-standing member you mentioned, is it that guy we met recently?
Mika, the frontline land surveyor. He was a vital member of our team before the Grandmaster borrowed him for the expedition.
Mika! Yeah, that's the one! Paimon never would have thought that shy little guy was such a strong knight.
Mika's not afraid of you guys. That was his way of showing respect to you. Although, admittedly, it is kind of a roundabout way of doing it. He thinks all mighty people have unique personalities and prefers to understand what makes them tick and the way they think before properly interacting with them. He says it makes it easier to communicate that way.
He was the same way toward me and Amber at first. As we gradually got to know each other, he started acting more naturally.
Interesting. Sounds like Mika's the one with the unique personality.
Mm-hmm. It'll just take a little time, that's all. You are a high-profile figure within the Knights of Favonius. As his commanding officer, I have a duty to make sure no misunderstandings arise between you.
It's all right, Eula. We get it. You're just looking after him.
Wait, Eula, did you just pay for my portion too? I was supposed to pay for mine separately. I'm not an official member of the reconnaissance company.
If you want to get official about it, then fine. It's officially my treat. There, now stop worrying.
Hantuknya.
Oh, thanks to Eula and Amber, we made a whole day's worth of Mora in one fell swoop!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, I have the most wonderful news. Thanks to your sterling efforts, the funds we've raised in this charity sale have blown our original predictions right out of the water. It's a phenomenal success.
Paimon told you so. We're good at this stuff.
But you two deserve all the credit. It's your expert management that made this event what it was. I've handed over all the revenue to the person responsible for managing our charitable funds. And with that, the event finally comes to a close. As a gesture of our appreciation, we'd like to give you both a fee for all your hard work. You've more than earned it. After this, I feel like I could even run a shop of my own in the future. Maybe we'll get the chance to work together one day.
It feels like we accomplished a lot together. If the chance ever comes up, let's do it again.
Belum cuy.
Let's go check.
Aku udah ke spoiler endingnya, ini belum lah. Spoiler endingnya baru sekilas doang, cuma gambar doang. Ya. $1.60.000. Iyalah. Oh, bisa diganti. Ya, kita dapat 1.000 terus lama-lama dapat 136.000. Nambah lagi bisa nggak ya? Nggak bisa ya. Oh, dapat minggat cuy. Ya. $21 lagi. Tapi angka yang bagus sih 21 mah. Angka bioskop. Mana ini questnya? Ya terus gue suruh ngapain ya questnya? Oh ini nih, ada dari sini. Di mana? Balik ke city. Ya. Oh yang ini 1 juta ini ya. Easy. Ayolah, ini kapan eksplorasi desertnya? Aku bikin thumbnail clickbait gini ya guys ya. Sorry ya guys ya.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
Cuy, ini aku event aja terus. Kapan? Tapi kalau masalahnya kalau event ini cuy, kalau nggak dilakuin kan lupa, tiba-tiba udah hilang aja eventnya. Ya although ya kayak gitulah. Clickbait sedikit. Nanti aku ganti judulnya lah. Sama ganti thumbnailnya. Pas udah mau selesai stream. Tapi kalau aku maksa juga nggak bisa tidur cuy, lama-lama. Aku bisa tidur juga. Aku jam 12 nanti ada acara juga sih sebenarnya, jam 12 nanti. Jadi ya begitulah.
Paimon wonders how Razor's class has been going.
Sucrose, wait!
Noel. Lah baru intro. But okay.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, please stop her.
Sucrose ada apa? Sus.
Whoa, you scared Paimon. What's gotten the two of you so worked up?
Sucrose and I agreed to present the wine ingredient to you together. But when she heard that Razor will be showing up, she insisted that she won't spend a moment longer here than she has to.
I'm not good at dealing with strangers. Anyway, as long as the ingredient gets into the right hands, that's all that matters.
Oh, that won't do. We worked on this together, and we should present it together. I can't take credit for what you did.
It's not about the credit.
Wait, so does this mean the Knights of Favonius' ingredient is a product of bioalchemy?
Yes, it's a quadruple sweetness sunsetia.
Wah, aku aku lagi liat bawah anjir.
Quadruple sweetness? But aren't regular ones sweet enough as it is? Also, why a sunsetia?
Okay, let me give you the full story. I love the scent of wine, and after reading up on the art of winemaking, I've grasped some of the key principles. In short, whatever ingredients you use, it's essential to include something sweet. In an attempt to select the most suitable ingredient, I gathered samples of all the sweet plants and fruits I could find in the Mondstadt area. Then, I tried them all in turn and took detailed notes. I also factored in the differences between the same ingredient grown in different locations. For instance, sweet flowers from Springvale are a little sweeter than those at Cape Oath.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
It was no problem at all. Just my duty as a maid of Favonius. The chance to source the Defender's will on behalf of the Knights of Favonius is a huge honor for me.
Noelle, your eyes are sparkly, but Paimon thinks it could be because of Lisa's brainwashing.
Anyway, I was worried that my evaluation would be too subjective if only I were involved. Thankfully, I ran into Sucrose the other day on her way out of the lab.
Oh no!
What is it, Sucrose?
I just remembered why I left the lab that day. I was supposed to go and fetch some lab equipment we imported recently.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That look on your face seems to say you forgot all about it and have been in the lab this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault, really. I'll go and see Marjorie about the equipment shortly. Carry on, Noelle.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Sucrose is a true professional when it comes to this kind of research. I showed her my list, and she made some extremely valuable suggestions.
Please, you don't need to go out of your way to compliment me. Noelle filled me in on the background of the whole situation. I was moved to see how seriously she took this task, even though she'd never even met Razor before. However, none of the potential ingredients she had identified were perfect candidates. In my opinion, what we needed was a fruit high in sugar and easily fermentable. After a final look at Noelle's list, I picked the Sensetia sample from near Cider Lake as a basis, with a view to improving it. Using bioalchemical techniques, we were able to amplify the sweetness, then conduct a few tests to compare the results against the benchmarks.
Watching Sucrose work on an experiment when she's in the zone blew me away. Such focus and determination.
I already said don't compliment me. Anyway, the result of our research is the Epsilon Series Tetrasweet Sensetia, Variation 63. And it's finally ready. The sweetness has been verified through rigorous testing, and the size and color are both optimal too. Noelle shortened the name to Quadruple Sweetness Sensetia. Unfortunately, it can't be produced on a very large scale under the current conditions. But as long as we have enough for Razor. Traveler, there's something else I'd like to share with you. Growing up, I was lucky. I was never the best at dealing with other people, but my parents never placed any expectations on me. They never said to me, "You need to be more sociable," or anything like that. They just said I should do what I enjoy. So, I'm well aware that I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't lived Razor's life, and I can't pretend to imagine what it must have been like. So, I don't know how much it will mean coming from me, but I truly hope he can find happiness and spend his life doing what he loves.
Oh, Sucrose.
Sorry, I am late again. Teacher forgot about the time. Kept talking and talking.
That's all right. We were just chatting. Whoa, deja vu. Paimon said the exact same thing 2 days ago.
Deja vu.
Wait a sec. Where did Sucrose?
Wow, she disappeared the moment he opened the door. Hello, I'm Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Hi.
Here's our ingredient for you. Oh, but I can't take full credit for it. I had help from an alchemist, but right now, Right, yes. It's a shame she couldn't be here to present it to you in person.
Smells like potion, nectar, and animal crystal fly.
Okay.
Right?
Potion, nectar, animal crystal fly.
Wow. Nothing gets past your nose, does it?
This Sensetia is sweeter than ones I have smelled before. Clee said alchemy is amazing. It can make things better.
That's right. I hope that this sweet fruit will help you brew the sweetest wine.
Thank you all. When she has time, I want to thank her also.
Leave that to me. I'll figure out a way to persuade her to not work so hard all the time so that I can introduce you to each other.
Okay, I will wait.
All right. Now that we have all the ingredients, we can finally start making the wine. For that, we'll need a barrel, which, if Paimon remembers correctly, is waiting for us at the Angel Share stand. Bye, Noelle. We're gonna head off now.
Good luck with everything. See you next time.
See ya. Ah, ini endingnya nih. Jadi ngomongnya terus ini endingnya. Kapan endingnya? Dang dang dang. Ada Diona cocktail.
Unmarried Knight Razor over here! Look who it is! Wow, it's Diona! Paimon was sure we'd run into you at the Cat's Tail stand sometime, but so far, we haven't seen you all festival.
Ooh, traitors.
Yay!
What? I'm so
Klee told me the whole story. So, this bright idea was the brainchild of you two? How could you? Razor is Daddy's friend, and he was a good influence, right up until you got him interested in wine. Razor, you better promise me that you won't turn into one of those old booze hounds that drinks themselves silly, slumps over the bar, and bursts into tears.
I don't understand.
Sounds like there's been some crossed wires here. Klee, what exactly did you say to Diona?
I told her that Razor's looking for his mommy with the honorary knight's help, and you both seemed really sad and said you needed some wine, so maybe Diona could help. But before I finished, Diona said, Klee, say no more. I'm getting involved in this if it's the last thing I do. And then we came here.
Okay. Paimon doesn't even know where to start. Diona, it sounds like Klee left out a few important details in the story. Let us set the record straight.
Misunderstanding, man.
So you're saying Razor wants to make the same wine that his mother and father once made? So he can learn more about them? You better not be making this up to try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Sorry, Diona. It was all Klee's fault for not explaining it properly. So, are you still mad? Or can you help Razor make the wine? I caught a bunch of fish for us to eat. And you can pet Dodoko too if you want.
I want to pet itu, man. Maksudnya kan lumayan dapat aksesoris gitu. Ya, sebenarnya ada di Topet harusnya ada lah ya. Cuma yang dari game nggak mungkin juga sih ada.
I wasn't that angry. We're just trying to help. I understand. I just don't want Razor being led astray, that's all. That's why I may have raised my voice a little bit just now. Well, since none of you plan on drinking it, then I suppose I can help you just this once despite my reservations. But I need you to know that I'm a mixer, not a brewer. So I'm used to working with the finished product. If you really want me to start with a bunch of raw ingredients, that's fine. But I can't make any promises about how it'll turn out.
Yay! Diona is the best!
Bunch of flatterers. Now watch this.
All done! That was quick! Now we just need to find a place to store it. We wait for a windier day. Does that mean we need to put it somewhere exposed to the wind?
Maybe windrise? Very windy.
Yep, if you say the word windy, that's the first place on every Mondstatter's mind.
Cool! I want to come too.
I have to keep an eye on my foolish father, so I won't be joining you. Klee, come and play again some other time.
I will, I promise.
Sudah ada di depan mata ya guys. Bentar. Jangan ketik dulu ya, aku ambil dulu ya. If you don't mind. Saya akan merampak dulu. Jangan terbang, jangan pergi. Aduh. Jangan. Satu lagi. Ya.
Into the wind.
Nyampe. Akhirnya nyampe juga. Pas 4. Halo Om. Tahu, si Travel dari mana ya? Samping sini kah? Kita halangi dulu. Aduh, aku pasang dah.
What a curious coincidence meeting you here.
Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
Well, I awoke to the most magnificent aroma in the air. After following the sweet scent of fresh fruit to its source, this is where I ended up.
Yeah, the fruit are super fresh fresh and super duper sweet. I can smell it as well.
Yes. Oh, I remembered something important. Something that you have to do before sealing the barrel and burying it in the ground.
What? We missed something?
Razor, do you still remember the scent of that half bottle of Thousand Wind wine? I believe there was a hint of bitterness in there.
Yes, there was.
And with very good reason, too. The source? This.
Dandelion seeds?
You're familiar with dandelion wine, right? Well, the people of Mondstadt believe that the wind can bring back the soul and also preserve memories. Dandelion seeds are like living gemstones, formed from the first wisps of wind in the year. People add them to the mix at the last second as a way of capturing the wind in the very moment that the barrel is sealed. The memory of that moment is then stored in the wine for all time. So, Thousand Wind wine is the original dandelion wine.
Lah.
Wow! That's so cool! So now our story will be made into wine too!
As for why it always has a different scent, well, that's because people have the freedom to include whatever ingredients they want.
What is it, Razor? What you thinking about?
In Mother and Father's wine, I can smell dandelion seeds, but I don't know what else. In my wine, there is a lot of friendship. I still don't understand my mother and father, but I still have you and everyone else. Everyone has done so much for me. Farka, Teacher, Clee, Bennett, Uncle Brown Cat, Cold Lady, Grown Up with Fake Smile.
Cold Lady. Cold Lady. Cold Lady.
Gray Tough Girl, Person That Smells Like Animo Crystal Fly, Uncle Brown Cat's Daughter, Green Bard, Paimon, and Traveler. I remember everyone.
Benda itu hijau.
Making wine is hard work. Making this wine needed everyone working together. Hard work with friends, not so hard after all. I'm so happy. Thank you. Friends are also Lupical. Whether I'm human or I'm wolf, it doesn't matter. From now on, all of us are together. When I grow up, we will come back here, and we will open this wine together.
What a magnificent monologue. Even as a bard, I don't feel like there's anything else to add. All that remains now is to bury the barrel and wait for the fruit to ferment.
We're finally done! Paimon feels like a celebration is in order. If Paimon remembers correctly, tomorrow should be
Wah, belum ending ada si lama.
Wow! The animal god is coming home!
That reminds me. I haven't memorized the song for the toasting ceremony yet. I'd better get back. Friends, I shall see you all tomorrow. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Wait for the whisper of the gentle breeze to rouse you tomorrow morning. Then come and enjoy a performance by the greatest bard to ever grace the streets of Mondstadt.
Ini apa? Observe. Oh. Di belakang sini berarti.
Razor, you are so cool back there.
Cool. But inside, I feel warm.
No, not like that. When you think something's awesome, you can say it's cool or sweet.
Oh. But I think Clee is sweet.
Iya, terima kasih. Sampai 24 ya. Ya udah. Cuy, ini kapan ke Sumerunya cuy, ke desertnya cuy. Aduh. Bikin live stream kok clickbait kayak gini. Aduh. Ini aku live berapa jam ya? Buset, 2,5 jam cuy.
Wind-coming day is finally here. Let's get a...
Ini kapan diambil ya? Coba ya, diambil ya. Oh, berarti ini ya. Nah. Geser dikit langsung mulai. Seret. Nah.
Wow, so many people have shown up to welcome the animal Archon. Huh? Why is everyone crowded around the Angel Share stand?
Tradition holds that the finest wine of the Weinlese Fest only goes on sale after the Animo Archon has tasted it at the toasting ceremony. Everyone's waiting in line for the big moment.
Ugh. So welcoming the animal Archon back is just a means to an end for them, huh? What about you, Lisa? Are you here for Razor?
Yes, I was feeling a little concerned about him, but I just spoke with him, and he tells me that the winemaking went very smoothly. Ah, such a relief. A glass of the festival's finest will go down smoothly now, too.
Wow, you too, huh?
Razor and the others are over there. You should go say hi.
Hey, hey! There you are!
Hey, hey!
Whoa! What's with all these bottles? Selling your own homebrew now?
These are for Razor, from us.
Mommy said that everyone's welcoming the animal god today, and we need to give him some wine. If the animal god likes the wine, he'll turn into the wind and bless everyone.
Masih fancy, no?
We want the animal god to be happy, so he helps Razor. Oh, honorary knight! Look what Albedo let me borrow.
This bottle is from my dad. Luckily, I managed not to break it on the way here. It's just for show, though. I have to give it back to them afterwards.
Mommy said that the animal god can drink a lot of wine. She said if he wanted to, he could drink the whole of Cider Lake in one big gulp. So, do you think we'd have enough between these and the wine raiser's parents left behind?
Ah, Green Bard.
Everyone, I am greatly honored to be able to be here today. I have been invited by Acting Grandmaster Jean of the Knights of Favonius to perform a piece for everyone. Thousand Wind Wine. It is some of the finest verse I know. I dedicate it to the wind and to everyone here with us today. Fill up the barrels and store them away, then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue, as Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom? And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer, turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away as we wait for a windier day. Pray tell, what treasure does this barrel hold? 'Tis wheat's greatest triumph, the true liquid gold. As it flows from the keg, what sound drifts by? Wind chimes in the boundless immemorial sky. We raise up our glasses and voices in song as we wait for the wind to sing along. Where do we turn once the thousand winds take flight? To the tales of the lyre, to the sweet dream of tonight.
Dear friends, let us now open the wines.
Ya sebenarnya lebih bagus lagi kalau ada instrumen sih. Kalau aku mau record pun aku lagi live stream sih. Bisa sih, tapi nanti aku end streamnya aku matiin internetnya terus reconnect. Kalau nggak aku LTF4 nih Genshinnya gitu. Jadi biar ngulang lagi cutscene yang nyanyi itu. Tapi sebelum ke nyanyi itu ini di mute. Bisa nggak ya? Tapi kita berdiri di sini. Nanti sama aja nge-trigger cutscene ini dong. Udahlah nggak apa-apa lah. Namanya juga kan aku nggak mau ke spoiler juga. Tapi kalau ke spoiler jadi tahu gitu.
To the Animal Archon.
To the Animal Archon.
There's no wind.
Don't feel sad, Klee.
But why didn't he come? If the animal god didn't come home, is it because he doesn't like the wine we brought for him?
Kalau aku kejam aku bilang yes gitu.
Of course not. You know, Klee, the wind isn't the only form that the animal Archon can turn into. He can turn into anything. So today, he must have come back looking like something else.
Huh? Really? Maybe he turned into a Jumpy Dumpty.
Sure, Jumpy Dumpty it is. Hope you're listening, Animal Archon.
Razor, did the animal Archon bring you a blessing?
Yes. I talked a lot with you all, and I learned a lot.
Bennett juga nih nggak pecah nih.
Now, I am not afraid. I think that is a blessing.
Ya, Razor udah berkembang. Bennett tuh blessingnya botolnya nggak tumpah.
Don't forget to save me a glass of your wine once it's finished fermenting.
Yes, we share together, and we remember together.
Yay! But now I'm getting thirsty.
We've all done a lot of talking. Let's go get something to drink, shall we?
I heard that the Angel Share is selling a new drink called Fruits of the Festival. Everyone's saying it's delicious.
I want some! I want some!
Okay, everyone, let's go.
Oh, ini kasih.
Listen.
The wind! The animal god is coming! Right!
Take this, crush it, and place it on the fracture. Listen, Missy. Promise me you'll live on.
This is where you must stay.
You are our only hope. Forgive me, Kaya.
Good, very good. That's my boy. I will always be proud of you.
After all the time we spent on it, the wine still isn't ready. May as well leave it for our son.
Razor. What do you think of that name?
Oh, an adventurer's name. Yes, I like it.
Razor! Razor! Come on!
Dan akhirnya kita sudah menamatkan event. Eventnya apa sih eventnya? Bentar. Of Ballads and Brews. GG Gaming. Nah, sekarang kita ke Sumeru untuk mengakhiri stream. Aduh. Tapi gimana lagi ya guys ya, soalnya ini udah terlalu pagi nih, jam 4 nih. Aku juga jam 12 ada acara di kampus. Jadi ya begitulah. Aduh, padahal aku pengen stream lama. Kang Nasgor aja live streamnya sampai 10 jam kalau nggak salah. Hampir 10 jam sih. Ya nggak sih? Rekor tertinggi berapa sih? Aku cek dulu ya. Aku cek channelnya bentar. Aku cek channelnya dulu. Kang Nasgore TV. Mana Nasgore TV? Nasgore TV. 46 video. Nah, ini. Mana ya? 9 hours 53 minutes. Oke, 9 jam 53 menit. Aku nggak bakal bisa live selama ini cuy, karena internet kos sendiri kadang bisa disconnect tengah jalan. Jadi ya mau desert dulu atau mau ke Archon Quest dulu? Aduh, Archon Quest bakal lama cuy. Ke desert dulu atau Archon Quest? Kalau nggak bisa ke desert gimana coba? Atau mau Archon Quest aja kali ya? Udah nggak apa-apa lah. Daripada ntar penasaran. Kita senggol dikit saja Archon Quest-nya. Semoga aja bisa langsung ke desert lah ya. Nggak ada drama-drama lagi di di Sumeru City. Soalnya kalau nggak dilakuin ya gini nih. Aku belum ke desert sama sekali. Aku mau build Sino juga sih. Nggak enak juga kalau aku harus ke co-op orang buat maling-maling apa sih namanya tuh? Ya pokoknya itulah. Onika butonya Sumeru aku lupa kan namanya. Scarab atau apalah. Tapi ya intinya gitulah ya. Udah lama-lama live-nya juga makanya nih kita langsung cepat aja. Aku sebenarnya juga mau ini Spiral Abyss. Mau sambil tadi dalam satu stream ini enak nih. Spiral Abyss, event, eksplorasi itu enak.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Yeah.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
Pity.
No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
SS dulu. Lumin be like, Oke, act 3 mulai. Ada 2 act ya di sini ya. Tapi yang weekly boss belum ada, jadi ya tahu sendiri lah. Gimana cuy ngobrol? Oh. Cuy, kita cuma ngobrol di depan sini cuy. Astaga.
Time to go.
Nggak jauh juga sih.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Kayaknya salah semua deh, ya nggak?
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequence. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages. I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core of 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru. Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Setaria?
Setaria? Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
Oh, yang mak-mak itu ya. Aduh. Siapa lagi dah ini? Sorry, man.
I've always liked the observing all kinds of people, and Setaria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Setaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Aku baru kan? Soalnya baru denger ini. Mana sih? Punten ya. Kenceng-kenceng kalian nggak apa-apa ya? Mana nih? Oh, di bawah situ. Makan angin.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Elah. Hell Adele.
Health prospects, no problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for
Akhir.
many Many tens of thousands of years?
Betul. Betul.
Marit, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Oke, berarti usianya 10 tahun lah ya. Umurnya sama kayak Archon betul kan?
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harit and Marit on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Masih makan nih? Oh, udah. Ayolah.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Borong semuanya. Jajan dulu.
This should be our final stop. Sataria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Ayolah mbak, lu gak bisa dengerin bocah ngomong kah?
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering.
Marine engineering.
After all,
Jotaro
I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port.
Tapi nggak tahu dia engineer atau
enggak.
enggak.
To study,
Tapi emang studi
but failed
marine
to
sih
make
dia.
it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
Udah ngomongnya? Oh iya, sorry. Kayaknya nabrak ya suaranya, harusnya aku nggak usah interrupt kata-katanya ini ya. Harusnya sama sih kayak Jotaro itu. Tapi Jotaro kan marine, nggak tahu studi marine kayak aku lupa. Udah lama nggak nonton Jojo soalnya. Tapi ini marine engineering, oke.
But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much.
As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Bisa ngomong?
I must have met her somewhere.
Berarti ini bisa diajak ngomong. Ntar ngomong-ngomong dulu. Pak, ada bisa kamu bilangin?
That was my first time talking with Miss Catherine.
Ya.
I've never seen Harut and Marut be so wary of anyone.
Wind strike.
Mana nggak bisa serang astaga. Lah.
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Setaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Setaria face her problems.
Setaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Setaria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Setaria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how do we set that up?
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Setaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her...
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Setaria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Nggak maju ya nunggunya ya? serang dia. Wah. Itu ibu-ibu, ada ibu-ibu guys. Datang.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Hiding spot gimana sih?
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious. I couldn't help it.
Please pay no mind to those kinds of details. The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Masih aman, guys.
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too. Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida. It seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harvard-taught theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Lama juga nunggunya cuy.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Aduh, jawabannya apa? Aduh, jawabannya apa sih? Aku lupa sih, sumpah sih. Jawabannya apa sih? Jawabannya apa sih? Salah ntar.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Satari is still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance? Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So,
If I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Setaria to our side.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious.
Lihat
She's
dong.
the one who deserves all the praise.
Lihat dong, baca wiki dong.
Now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Setaria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Padahal yang jawaban yang pertama adalah yang si Nabia ini loh. Yang oh loh. Harusnya jawabannya gitu. Kayak The New Love tadi loh, aku kan juga nggak tahu itu. Ternyata ya, sebenarnya nggak salah juga sih.
We're going to pray to the gods. Aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
We're praying to you.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Kapan ke desanya cuy? Aku mau pulang cuy. Mau off stream cuy. Apakah ada Archon quest yang 44 ya? Ini orang nggak ada cuy. Bisa masuk lagi. Oke. Kok sepi sih jalannya? Kayak sepi aja cuy. Dududung.
Wherever in this world I roam,
I
carry memories of
ini jam 19 cuy.
This blade. It is the last link I
Oh,
have
ini jam 4
to the
pagi ya,
land of
4
my
pagi
birth.
ya. Tadi kan jam 4 kan, dari jam 4 tadi kan. Oh ya, berarti satu kali lagi cuy. Ay. Dadah.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Oh, lah.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Mas before. Cuy. Aku malas teleport, aku malas jalan kaki cuy, sumpah cuy. Oh, Paimon ngomong toh. Nggak tahu kalau Paimon ngomong cuy. Ih, naik lah. Arahnya mana arahnya? Paimon paham tadi. Nggak boleh teleport lagi kelamaan cuy. Oh ya begini guys. Oh ini cutscene.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Jadi ya dibalik Genshin ini paling enggak ya.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Avidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Ngeri juga. Belum aku marking cuy. Lah. Oh no. Guys, cantik nari belum kita ini ya guys ya. Aduh. Kita trigger dikit lah. Ayolah, desertnya kapan lah? Aku mau tidur. Aduh. Tapi kalau nggak sambil Archon quest juga nggak seru gitu. Masa langsung ke desert udah aja? Atau kita ke desert aja gitu aja kali ya? Mungkin habis itu udah pergi gitu. Bisa nggak ya tapi? Hati sih mana?
Follow the wind.
Harusnya dia di sini sih. Kenapa nih?
Time to go.
Itu di mana cuy? Trigger quest-nya di mana cuy? Di bawah situ kah? Atau di sini? Di sini kah? Di sini kah? Oh ini nih. Goodness, thank goodness.
This is where you've been, Tainari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Yeah.
Tainari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her, and tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tainari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
Mau gimana cuy ya? Kalau ada waktunya minta maaf lah.
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Padahal aku selesai dulu apa namanya the withernya.
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Oh, belum selesai ngomongnya. Apakah udah bisa ngomong sama Tignari? Oke, sudah. Gak ada bedanya lah, ini gak ada teleport di sini. No.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
The Outcast? The Outcast from the Academia? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough.
Oke.
Get them!
Tangkap saya.
You're up, traveler.
Lu ngapain tuh, Sam? Ngeliatin dong berarti.
Following orders.
Ya, aku di atas. Ini benar bisa nembak ya? Oh, ada. Udahlah. Saya takut. Saya tebang pohon untuk saya. Ayo puter.
New punch.
Siap, persiapan. Boom. Turun ke bawah dikit, ya kan? Jebret.
Stabilize.
Tarik. Kompo ada daun. Jebret. Nah, tapi saya nggak kena, cuy.
The wind knows me. Close enough.
Ngapain sih saya?
Birds come. Where do you think you're going?
Nggak kena.
Solidify.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Apa sih yang takutin ya?
Quietly now.
Wind Strider.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Kainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Alah, jauh juga, cuy.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here?
Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
off, Tainari. Did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Pardis DI.
He left? What? Isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though. No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule.